Hey everyone, welcome to this visual journey. Today we're exploring one of the most fascinating regions in all of Southeast Asia. We are heading straight to Kanchanaburi. It's a province on Thailand's western border that, honestly, it completely defies simple description. This is a place where mankind's darkest modern history meets an absolutely unparalleled natural paradise. Now, you might be wondering, how does a single province hold both harrowing tragedies and breathtaking paradises side by side? Well, let's dive into it, because today we're going to rapidly explore this dynamic landscape, peeling back the layers from its heavy, haunting history all the way to its healing emerald waters. So let's start with part one, the dark face of history. To really grasp this, think about the number 258 for a second. We're talking 258 miles. That is the massive length of the Thai-Burma Railway. You probably know it as the Death Railway. It was built under brutal, just unimaginable conditions by Allied prisoners of war and forced laborers who were ordered by the Japanese military to cut a supply route right through the impenetrable jungle. Tracing this tragedy through time, back in the World War II era, you have the forced construction of that railway. This includes the notorious Hellfire Pass, which was literally carved by hand through a solid stone cliff. Then, moving to post-1945, we see the establishment of solemn resting places, like the Don Rock War Cemetery, often called the British Graveyard by locals, and the Chiang Kai War Cemetery. And today, well, there's a deep commitment to memorial tourism. Places like the JATH War Museum and the Hellfire Pass Interpretive Center are there to ensure these stories are absolutely never forgotten. And right at the very center of this historical narrative is the bridge on the River Kwai. It's an incredibly iconic landmark for sure. But what's so fascinating today is the striking contrast. I mean, this bridge, which was born from such dark origins, is now surrounded by this bustling, modern-day riverfront lifestyle. You've got floating restaurants and cafes all around it, where people gather to reflect and relax. Let's move on and see how this builds, because it's a crazy duality. On one hand, you have the echoes of tragedy from the Death Railway, grueling POW labor, and steep, treacherous cliffs. But on the other hand, the River Kwai itself is completely life-giving. It's bursting with vibrant nature and offers these incredibly healing emerald waters. That contrast, that's the true essence of the province. Which brings us to part two, turquoise waters and nature parks. Okay, so a crucial point to understand here is the unique geology of Erawan National Park. This lush forest spans over 550 square kilometers, and it sits right on erodible limestone karst. As water flows over this limestone, it creates these calcium carbonate-rich pools, and that's exactly what gives them those mesmerizing emerald and turquoise hues the park is world famous for. The crown jewel here is the magnificent Erawan waterfall. It features 7 distinct tiers, spanning a massive 1,500 meters in length. And each of these tiers drops into stunning, crystal-clear emerald pools. It actually gets its name from Erawan, the three-headed white elephant from Hindu mythology, because the top tier is said to look just like the elephant's head. And scientifically speaking, each tier has a completely unique hydrological character. It's an immersive, ever-changing nature experience. But Erawan isn't the only aquatic gem here. As one observer perfectly put it, the waterfall Thailand has loved just got introduced to people. This is talking about the massive cultural impact when Lisa from the global superstar group Blackpink highlighted another spot, the tranquil 7-tiered Huime Kamin waterfall. She instantly put this quiet jungle secret on the global map as an absolute must-visit destination. And while we're talking about natural wonders, let's look at something incredibly tiny. 2 grams. No way, right? But that is the literal weight of Kati's hog-nosed bat. Discovered in the limestone caves of Sayok National Park, this tiny little guy holds the title of the world's smallest mammal. It's just another amazing example of the ecological diversity hiding out in this province. So, we've seen the raw nature and the heavy modern history. But what secrets do the ancient ruins of this province hold? I mean, this geography has been a crossroads for civilizations long before the 20th century. Let's dive into part 3, ancient heritage and culture. Take Prasat Mohan Singh, for example. This is an incredibly significant site. It served as the westernmost military and religious outpost of the ancient Khmer Empire. Built between the 12th and 14th centuries in the distinct Bayan style, this temple complex reveals deep Mahayana Buddhist influences. What makes it so special today is its tranquil, quiet atmosphere. It's beautifully situated away from the heavy tourist crowds. Then you've got Wat Tam Sua, also known as the Tiger Cave Temple. Picture this, a massive 18-meter-high golden Buddha peacefully overlooking sprawling green rice paddies. To reach it, you can either tackle a steep 157-step climb or just take a cable car ride to the top. Once you're up there, not only do you find this awe-inspiring golden Buddha, but you also see a striking architectural contrast right next door with the Chinese-style pagoda of Wat Tam Khao Noi. Actually, if you really want to step back in time, you have to check out Malika's City RE124. This isn't just your standard museum, it's a living heritage town simulating the Siamese kingdom's modernization era. You literally step back into the year 1905 during the reign of King Rama Phi. You can wear traditional clothing, explore old wooden houses, and even experience ancient commerce by buying food and goods using replica satang coins. It's a real game changer for history buffs. All right, so this begs a super practical question for anyone looking to visit. Where should you actually stay to truly experience this unique geography? How do you immerse yourself in a place so deeply tied to the water? That leads us right into part 4, life on the river. Let's rapid fire through some of the diverse accommodation styles here. For an authentic, off-the-grid vibe, the River Kwai jungle rafts offer eco-friendly bamboo floating rooms. Want something with high-end comfort? The Float House River Kwai features luxurious private floating villas. If you'd rather stay on land, Home Food Tutti has rustic log cabins, complete with natural thermal hot springs and even an on-site treetop adventure ziplining course. Or, for the budget-conscious traveler, Tanyan Resort and Spa provides excellent, budget-friendly raft houses right on the current. And honestly, you just can't talk about river life here without mentioning the incredible cafe culture. Just imagine sipping locally roasted coffee with million-dollar panoramic views of limestone mountains and sweeping river curves. The scene here is incredibly photogenic. Whether you're checking out the lush, expansive lawns of Kiri Mantra or soaking up the trendy beach club aesthetic at Z2 Cafe, the local gastronomy perfectly complements the natural beauty. And this brilliantly illustrates the rustic charm of the province's far west, the Mon Bridge, or Sapan Mon, in Songkhlaburi. It's actually the longest wooden bridge in Thailand and the second longest in the entire world. It stands as this perfect, enchanting symbol of the region's ability to seamlessly blend human ingenuity with the raw, untouched beauty of nature. So, let's take a step back and look at the whole shebang. Kanchanaburi literally offers everything in a single trip. You have the heavy, poignant lessons of World War II history. You have the vibrant, life-affirming emerald jungles and waterfalls. You have the quiet majesty of ancient Khmer and Siamese ruins. And of course, you have the absolute tranquility of slow, modern river life. It truly is a land of striking contrasts. Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. Are you a history buff looking to pay respects to the past? A nature chaser eager to swim in turquoise pools? Or maybe a slow life seeker wanting to wake up on a floating bamboo raft? Whatever you're looking for, the real question is, when will you finally pin Kanchanaburi on your map? Thanks for joining us on this visual guide and keep exploring.